If you're watching in your living room or making dinner, take a moment and literally just look around the room at your stuff. How many appliances, pieces of furniture, even clothes that you're wearing, how much of it was made in America? Well, if the answer is few, you're not alone. And the president wants to change that. Donald Trump is pushing his Buy American, Hire American plan. But is it realistic? Even the Trump family, they've outsourced much of their family's branded products to foreign producers, as David Letterman found out.
Where are the ties
they
made?
Have to work
These are
too.
Beautiful ties.
They are great ties.
The ties are made in where? China? China. Ties are made in China. Let's just shut down the Donald Trump factory in Beijing.
I would love to.
And we'll put up a tie factory in Jamaica, Queens.
I love it.
Busted. So would you be willing to pay more to buy products that are made here in the USA? Let us know right now by heading to WUSA9.com/vote. You can also share your thoughts using the hashtag OffScriptOn9. Paul Laticina is the founder and chairman of the Global Business Policy Council. He's a regular contributor on business leadership issues for Forbes.com and has also served as chief of staff to former Vice President Joe Biden. Always great to have another intelligent Italian American here on the set with me. I appreciate that. So what does it mean to buy American in this global market? I mean, companies are building products here, but all the parts might not be made here. So how do we categorize Buy American?
Well, it's a tough question, Adam. The fact of the matter is that 80% of all trade takes place within either the trading network of multinational corporations or within their own global supply chains. So any product that you buy is likely to have components, at least, that are made in other parts of the world. And manufacturers over the last 20 years have used this rapid movement of goods and services to be able to assemble products in the most efficient and effective way at the lowest cost for consumers.
So this announcement from the president yesterday, what are the immediate impacts that you've seen on the economy, both here and globally, if any?
Well, we haven't seen any impacts yet. It's an intention that the president has announced and it's a laudable one, to try and create more opportunities for manufacturing jobs in the United States. But the global economy shifted, beginning 20 years ago, where now 80% of the jobs in America are jobs in the services sector, not in the manufacturing sector. And that's the sector that has grown. It is responsible for almost the same amount of gross domestic product. So even though and even if we're able to create more jobs in manufacturing, it's not going to absorb a lot of the slack demand that we have in this country for additional work.
Stocks have been doing tremendous, Wall Street, since the president came into office. Do we attribute that to him and his policies, or the view of what companies think he will bring in the long term?
Well, look, we at A.T. Kearney released yesterday a report called The Glass Half Full, and it is our survey of Global 1000 CEOs and their attitudes and intentions about these issues. And it tells us that they are confident about the global economy. All of the business confidence surveys show us that they are more confident today than they've been in a long time.
These are American CEOs? Or
Americans, okay, as well as international CEOs. Okay. The confidence is up, but at the same time that there is economic confidence, there is also a lack of confidence in the governance structure, the political structure, and the ability to execute against intention. So it's a glass half full and a glass half empty at the same time.
You think the president's going to be able to sell people on the idea that it's okay to spend a little bit more if there's a Made in the USA label on an item?
Well, we know, as a matter of fact, that the National Federation of Retailers tells us that a border tax adjustment, which is what the administration has proposed as part of the mechanism for paying for Made in America, would cost $1,700 per family in the first year. And the question really is, while everybody in principle says, yes, I want to buy products made in America, the question is, can they afford to, and will they if they see that the cost is substantially high?
Right. It's an interesting discussion, the one that will continue over the next 4 years. Paul Laticina, appreciate you coming in. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
All right.